Hello, everyone. It looks like my intro music got lost there, so nothing was playing. I don't know. Did you hear anything? I was moving stuff around. So welcome to today's live stream. I'm Hanyo Hanielas, and today we're going to focus on super easy tutorial on how to make royal icing bows with a leaf piping tip. If you have any questions, you can pop them in the comment section. I am going to see who is here. Hi, Teresa. I think everybody is chilling somewhere on vacation. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're coming in a little later. Okay. Hello, Byron. I don't think you're Christmas shopping. You're on top of things. I haven't thought of Christmas. Hello, hello. Hi, Beatrice. How is it going? Hi, Sally. Waving from sunny Manhattan. It's been so hot here, guys, and I think across the globe everybody is experiencing soaring temperatures. So I hope you're staying cool. Hi, Heather, to Chattanooga. Thanks, Karen. It's appropriate. It's been really, really, really warm, hot here, so I decided to chop it off. It's gonna grow. Thank you. Hi, Colleen. Hello, Judy. Yes, so far, so good. Very nice day. I hope you're having a good day as well. Hi, Sally. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, wow. Okay, and I thought it was bad. We had, don't ask me the Fahrenheit, 37 here yesterday in the car with the AC going. So it was like, it was quite brutal. But yeah, everybody has been sending me messages, my family and friends, that it's very, very hot where they are as well. Hello, Sharon. Oh, nice to see you. So glad you could join us today. Hey, Monica. Oh, thank you, Heather. It's falling apart. I have to glue the things together there, but thank you. You're also roasting. So I hope while you're watching, you're staying inside, staying cool and hydrated. Like I said, we're going to make super easy royal icing bows. I'm sure many of you probably have seen a tutorial on how to, or seen someone make these with buttercream. I don't know who originally created this this technique. So if you know, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to give them a shout out and proper credit. It wasn't my idea, but I wanted to try it for a really, really long time, and I finally got around to it, and it actually works. I think it's slightly different than with buttercream because royal icing, it's a slightly different medium, but it does work. It's 20 degrees. Okay, I think I think I need to hop on the plane and go to UK for a day or two just to cool off. Yeah, I see a sad face. I understand in summer you would like it to be a little warmer, so I'm sending you all the sunny sun and all the warmth. Hopefully you will get it soon. All right. So before we get started, I wanted to because I tend to forget, right? So I wanted to share with you some wonderful work from Darlene, Sally, Linda, Karen. So Darlene, I don't know if you're here, but I don't know if I shared these with anyone. You posted these in the Patreon group, and I really wanted everyone to see these. I absolutely love what you did. You used the watercolor technique that we did a couple of weeks ago, and I just love these. And Sally, these are adorable, absolutely adorable. I love them. And also another one from Darlene, inspired by the live stream from a couple of weeks ago. I've heard you chatting in Patreon that a lot of you had issues with the dots. So to solve that, I would recommend using a pre-made metallic paint. I find that works better. And look at these, all beautiful. Thank you for sending these. Linda sent me these, I think inspired by the last week's tutorial. We did unicorn cookies, if you guys remember. And so I got a couple of unicorn cookies from, I got these from Linda. Thank you. Love this shape. I don't have this kind of like a nice, I don't think they're too big, right? I don't have a whole unicorn like that. I love this shape. Beautiful. And also from Karen, so thank you. I do have the whole unicorn shape, but I have never used it because I think I would lose my cool trying to get the cookies cut and out of the cutter. I don't know how you do it, Karen, but bravo. And I also wanted to remind you we have a Patreon monthly challenge going on this month. It's all about ladybugs. We already have several entries, really adorable, beautiful work, everyone. I will not be sharing those with you today. I will be sharing those with everyone at the end of the month. And also I released a new tutorial on Patreon. This is the one that is for the for the second tier. And you can learn how to make water color bubbles with a really fun, easy technique anyone can do. And I think that's it. That's all I wanted to share. And now let me see, we have a few more comments. Oops, okay. Yes, absolutely agree. Wonderful job, everyone. Me too. I mean, I've seen most of them, but I know a few more are coming. So I'm excited to see everyone's work. All right. So let me bring up my camera. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to start with, I'm going to start by preparing my surface. This is a plexiglass that I got, and I have several of these, and they work really well for transfers. I wouldn't pipe directly on it, obviously. Hello to Brazil. Hello. Hi, June. I can't wait to see June's ladybug. It's gonna be awesome. So this is plexiglass, and you can. I don't recommend piping directly on the plexiglass. It's just act as a support, so I can easily pick up the transfers. So I would pipe the transfers onto the acetate. In this case, we are gonna pipe them onto the parchment, though, because these are small, really small bows. So I find the parchment works also really well. And I'm going to secure it onto the plexiglass with masking tape, just in the corners. And this is just so it doesn't move. So I'm trying to pipe or doesn't shift, I should say, because it tends to shift sometimes. Have you guys made llamas? I only made llamas twice, I think. I made a kind of a realistic llama a long time ago, and then llama with like a traveler llama with camera on the neck. I don't know why I did that, but llamas are so fun. All right, so once we have this, I'm gonna show you how to prepare royal icing pouch. if you plan on making dual tone, let me just grab these. I have them here. Okay. Just so I know, just so you can understand what I'm talking about. So you see the edges are darker. So this is due to the shading of piping bag. Well, you could also use a food coloring, but I'm going to show you how to do it with royal icing. I'm going to create a little pouch and then we're going to put it into a piping bag. So to do that, I'm going to set this aside over here, and I'm going to need my friend here, food wrap. You never got into the llama cookies. I know, for me, for me, like I said, I only did 2 designs. It never really. I mean, unicorns were bigger with me than llamas, but I might do a llama. I love our Darling's llamas. They're so cute. How do we send you our cookie designs? You can use. Let me just grab. I'm gonna put it in the comment. I hope I. You can use this email. I think this would be the best, so I can, because this is the, I think this is the correct email. Okay, I'll put it in the comment. That's where you can send me the pictures. Thank you for that question, Judy. Hi, Jen. How is it going? Marsha also always loved llamas, but never have a stuffed one from when I was a kid. Almost, wow. You still, wow, I wonder if I, oh no, I do have a stuffed animal also that I kept. Well, now maybe it's time you can make one. Or you can also, exactly, Sally also sent me hers, her pictures through Instagram. But if you're not on Instagram, you can use the email that I put in the comment section. I will be, however, that email, just so you know, I might be deleting it after the live stream because we get lots of spam, so I will just probably get rid of it after the live stream. Did you guys know that the national animal of Scotland is the unicorn? No way. Really? Unicorn of all animals. And Scotland? Huh. That is interesting. I will have to look that up. I had no idea. I am very surprised. All right, so now to stripe the bag, like I said, you could use food coloring, but I have to say that I'm not a fan of that method, using food coloring. And so we're going to be using royal icing. And I've used this technique before when I make my succulents. If you want to make variegated succulents, you can use this technique also. So I'm going to start with the light color because that's going to be in the middle. Okay. And for whatever reason, I decided to use, this is like a, it said it's a sea color, I think it's by Pro-Gel. And I was expecting a bit more teal, but this is what I got. It's really nice. Oops, you can't even see. Let me just zoom on this. I feel like I'm overheating just sitting here. And we have the AC going. It's not easy when it's so hot. But then in winter, I will not complain because we have really mild winters here. So now you see I've got a blob of icing in the middle here. And now to make the stripes that will come out on the side, I'm going to use darker green. You could use obviously any other color if you want. And I'm just going to pipe a line on each side. I don't want this to be too thick. Okay. And now we're going to create a pouch. So let me just turn it this way so you can see better. And I'm just going to basically do this. And you see we have majority of like this, the green, light green in the middle. And then on the sides, I have these dark green stripes. Okay. Now it comes to the positioning and aligning your piping bag correctly. So to do that, I cannot stand the heat. Looking forward to the autumn. Yeah, I've already seen, and in the States, I mean, here it's very, very slow, but in the States, I've seen that there's already Halloween stuff on the shelves. Is that right? I mean, that is a little early for me, but fall is beautiful. I love fall. Okay, so now you can see I tied one end. This is to prevent icing from oozing out, and this one, this end, we're gonna thread through a coupler. When using this particular technique, if I can, I like to use a coupler. I feel like I have more control with it. So, and also my icing is pretty thick, so I'm going to use disposable piping bag. This is the thicker piping bag, not the zip-lock piping bag. No, this is thick plastic. This is to prevent my bag from bursting. Hello, Sherry, or Cherry. Is it Sherry or Cherry? Sherry, hello to Texas. You must be really suffering with heat, no, in Texas. Hi, Linda. Linda, I have received your message about the airbrush, and I will respond. I'm just a little behind. Or I could just, yeah, Linda had asked me whether she could use food coloring in her airbrush. Now, I would say yes, if you just try, if you want to see if you like it, if you like using airbrush. But what you have to do, you have to dilute it in alcohol. You have to make it pretty liquid. And then depending on the food coloring, just like when making edible paint, like with, let's say, Emery color brand, when you mix it with alcohol like Everclear or vodka, you need to use high content alcohol, and preferably clear and tasteless. And so when you mix it, there's usually like gunk forming, like almost like a sediment on the bottom. So you want to make sure that you remove that before you put it into your airbrush cup, airbrush dispenser to airbrush. And also I usually pour it through a coffee filter to make sure that there is no sediment. So it's pronounced like cherry, like the fruit cherry. I love that. So yeah, so you can use it. I would definitely just test it out. Also, it depends how big the needle is. So if your needle, for example, if it's a 0.2, you might have a hard time getting that through, but you need to really test it. So just get, let's say, I would say 1 tablespoon of Everclear or any kind of strong grain alcohol, clear, and add a few drops of food coloring. Mix it, cover it, let it sit for a couple hours, and then strain it through a coffee filter to get rid of the gunk, and then put a few drops into your airbrush and see if you can airbrush with it. Okay, I hope that helps. All right. Yes, new haircut. It's very nice when it's so hot. I like it. I need it to have my neck without hair. You know? So now I'm gonna trim this. Let me just do it right, I guess the right way. I'm gonna put the part of the coupler, the neck, in the piping bag. Now, what you wanna do, you can use a marker or something to mark the. I'm just going to mark it with my scissors. This. You don't want to go too high, okay? You don't want to go here. You want to go below the thread. If you go too high, then if you use if there's excessive pressure, this can actually come undone, and you don't want that to happen. All right, so here is my line. So I'm just gonna trim it at that line. Now we can push it there, and then we're gonna use our pouch, and I'm gonna thread the pouch through there. And you've seen this probably many times. This is not something new. This technique, it's been around for a long time. So Now I'm going to trim this end also. Then we can attach our piping tip. Yeah, I think, yeah, don't worry about the size of the needle. Just, I would say just try, because I understand you don't want to invest in a whole set of airbrush colors before you know if you like airbrushing. So just try the method I explained and see if you like it. I have made cake pops. You made 110, 150, 150. Okay, bravo. Okay, I have never made 150. I think if June is still here, June also makes cake pops. It is quite time consuming, but there are nowadays some gadgets that you can use that can speed up the time. I don't know if you were making them as little balls or if you were shaping them by hand, but there are some gadgets that can help speed up the process. Dipping in chocolate, I think it's probably like the most time consuming I find, because you have to be kind of, if you want them to be perfect, it does take some time. Yeah, June agrees. Cake pops are labors of love. Yes, I totally agree. All right, so now that I've got my pouch, my striped pouch, remember this is dark green, dark light, and then on this side we have also dark green. So I'm gonna be for this tutorial, I'm not gonna be using this piping tip, but it's the same style, same profile. It's just a larger tip. This is just for the demonstration. I already have mine here with a smaller piping tip, but unfortunately I don't have another size of that. So I'm using, this is 70, and then the one I'm going to be using for the demo, I think it's 68. But the profile, it's the same. So this is the leaf tip. It's not a traditional, this is the traditional leaf tip that we normally see, you know, the V shape. Let me zoom that. Oops. Let me zoom on that. So this is the V shape that we normally use, and you don't pipe like this. You pipe like this with the nose, and then you can pipe a leaf. But this is a similar kind of idea, but it's a different leaf. This piping tip produces different leaf. So that's the profile I'm going to be using on here. Now the technique of striping applies to both, because let's say you want to pipe leaf with stripes on the side. So you would, because you're piping like this, so you want the stripes to be on this side, right? Does that make sense? And same with this leaf. Although with this leaf, we are not piping like this. We're going to be piping like this, and the leaf comes out this way. So if you want these ends to be slightly darker, you have to align it with these stripes. All right. So let me just put it on there. And I need a ring. So, all right, so I'm just going to make sure you're trying to tie it on there. Sometimes it will go out of alignment. All right, so the leaf comes out this way, and the stripes are on this end. Hopefully that makes sense. Maybe I'm not clear, but let me, oh, here we go. I used a cake pop mold. Oh, that's fantastic. Was it the multi? I've never had a cake pop mold. Was it I've seen one many years ago. It was like a multi. You can do like, let's say 10 cake pops at the time, at the same time, when you're kind of like sliding it across. There's like a top. So now I'm gonna squeeze this until we have. Oh, see, and this piping tip is giving me a hard time. It's also, those of you who are subscribed to Patreon or are followers on Patreon, you've seen this problem this week, and this piping tip needs a little bit of adjusting because it's too narrow and it's breaking the leaf, you see? but you get the idea. The two-tone is coming out, you see? On this end, it's darker, and on this end. The only thing is, it's breaking here because this is too narrow. So I'm going to have to come in later, and I'm going to widen it slightly so the leaf can come out. So clearly, I guess I haven't used this piping tip in a long time. Okay, so that's the idea for the striping. Now I'm going to put this aside, and we're going to come in and we're going to make the bows. And I'm going to do two colors. One is this lovely blue that I've got here. This is just a solid color. And the mold makes 20 at a time. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I remember the day when there were no molds and I had to do it by hand, and your hands are all dirty, and yeah, so, and it's kind of difficult to make them very nicely rounded. So that's fantastic. But still, it's a lot of work, I can imagine. So here I've got the same profile piping tip. And folks, this is the piping tip I adjusted in the Patreon video, if you've seen it. And this is 67. Let me just get it. These are the piping tips that I'm going to be using to pipe are 67 and 68. The one that I need to adjust, this is 70, but the profile is the same. It's just slightly larger. Okay. And let me just put this up. I'm talking about Patreon, and maybe some of you are not familiar with the Patreon. Patreon is a subscription group. Here we go. Where, oops. Okay. Where I share exclusive tutorials, behind the scenes videos, some sneak peeks, and also you get access to a lot of the templates for free when you're a member. All right. So like I mentioned, we're not going to pipe like this. Let me get this out of here. Okay. So with this piping tip, we're not piping like this. You would get something like this, and that's not what you want. So you need to hold the piping bag this way. And to pipe the bones, let me just get the paper here so I can wipe the tip of the piping tip. We're going to be using up and down motion, and then we're going to pull away. It is important that your icing is thick. It is quite important. Well, thank you, Linda. Well, I should say, when you're starting, you're going to kind of like tuck that little end under. So I'm going a little forward, hiding it, up. You see there's a little bit of icing there. So you can either clean that up, but you will have to clean it after each time, which is kind of a pain. So let me try to zoom in even closer so you can see, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. I'm tucking it under slightly, squeeze, squeeze, come back, release, and pull away. So it's kind of like up and down, but you want to come in a little forward, let it fan out, touch, up. And if you have to make a lot of these, if you, let's say you're making, I can see these, I mean, you can obviously make them with buttercream, and I think it's slightly easier because buttercream has a different kind of like viscosity or whatever, like it just flows better. But once you get hang of these, you can really get a lot of them done in no time. So it's down, immediately up, and then you touch and you pull away. Now, if you want to get a little fancy, you can use, and this is Diamond Dust Blue. And I rarely use this stuff, so I figured, okay, I have blue one, so why not use it on the bows? And so I'm just going to add that on, and these are going to dry really nicely with this nice shine. And then when you remove them, the dust, you can put it back into the container, right? And then you have to let these dry. Now I'm going to cover my piping tip, and then I'm going to bring in the striped one. All right, so this is a slightly larger one. This is 68. The other one was 67. So again, same idea. We're piping this way. You're not piping like this. Okay, you're piping this way. Let it fan out, come down. Forward, down, up, down, pull away. So it's pressure, pressure. I'm going slightly forward to hide that first, to hide this end. You know, like right now, the icing that is coming out, it's not very nice. So I'm just gonna kind of anchor it, come forward, touch. When I say touch, I don't mean, I don't want you to, like, it's just a very light touch. And I can see these done in advance, and you can do these, let's say if you want to do a lot of bows for Christmas. Imagine doing red bows, and you can do a lot of red bows. What you could also do, and this is going to be another thing I wanted to show you. Once these are dry, these are obviously pink, not the colors I did here. But once these are dry, you can then also add other decorative elements to them. Like if you wanted to, you could paint them, you could airbrush them, you could use, let me first use the, let's see, here you go. You could use dust. This is a claret, the deep, I can get this open. I struggled with this before. I don't know why they make it so hard to open. Okay, coming. I just don't want this to end up everywhere, so bear with me. All right. I love this color. This is such a beautiful color. So for the purpose of the tutorial, we don't really have to dip it in the whole thing. We just, there's some color here. So I just need to get some of that on the paintbrush. And you don't want to do a whole lot of this stuff. This is very strong. So it's better to do less than more. And you can, now if you decide to do this shading with the petal dust, it's highly recommended that you don't remove the bows from the parchment. And if you want to do it, if you have a lot of these, I would actually recommend that you pipe them onto the acetate. Depending on the parchment, sometimes when the parchment has silicone coating, that's when it's kind of somewhat like satin. If you look at it at an angle, it has like a satin sheen coming off it, or whatever. You know what I mean? So if that's happening, it means it's been coated with some silicone, and it tends to release transfers very easily. So if you want to make these, you have to put some pressure onto the icing to get the color on there. So if you're using a parchment that is 2 to shiny, I would say. That's the indicator that it's going to come out really easily, and you will have a hard time doing this. You will have to then hold each one with your scribe tool, and that's a pain to do. So I recommend doing it either on parchment that is not shiny, like this one, it's not shiny at all, or you can use acetate sheet. That's like a protector sheet, you know, like a clear protector sheet. Now, if I can get this close, that'd be great. I love the glitter. It really makes the difference. I used a little dust on the cake pops. Yeah, I bet. I mean, yeah, it's such a nice. Did you dip in chocolate and then you brushed it on? It must have looked really, really pretty. I love using dust like for shimmer and stuff. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, we can also paint, and to paint, I've got my. I know this looks all kinds of wrong, but it's still okay. You could also spray right after with this stuff, which I love, as you know. This would make things even easier. You could just do the whole thing. Or you can do a little bit of alcohol in here. And you can reactivate your powder gold luster dust and paint the edges. You could also do, and I haven't done it, I need to try. Maybe I will do another blue one and see if we can do it. I've got, you know, these silver stars. So I was thinking if I do white bows and just add a few of these stars while the icing is kind of still wet, they will stick to it. And that might look nice. And then do the edges in silver for Christmas. Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Sorry I'm late. I just had my internet restore storm last night. Wow. That's so nice that you, I'm so glad that you are okay and that you have the your power back on. Hopefully nothing else happened. You didn't have any other damage during the storm. And thank you for being here. So now we're just going to, I'm just using my, this is a liner brush. You don't want to use a large brush for this unless you want to cover the whole thing gold. And you just want to lightly go on the edges. And just for you, Kathy, I will do another set of bows. Thank you for being here. Okay, so these are just some ideas. You can use this technique to create different kind of bows. I was also thinking if we can use a marker and maybe add some dots or something like that. Now these, like I mentioned, for these I used dry dust, and you could also airbrush. That's another thing you could also do. All right. Oh, and I did these, but let me just show you. I wasn't sure about these. You have to tell me. I was thinking of Jack Skellington, you know, for Halloween. So I striped the bag like several times with alternating black, white, black, and white. I'm not sure. I don't know if it actually would fit the theme, but for Halloween maybe. All right, let's put these aside and let's do the blue ones. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. So let's do the blue ones. So Kathy, so we are using a piping tip. Let me bring up my, oops. Okay, we are using 67 and 68. These are both leaf tips. You can get them in different sizes. For the decorating, for the cookie decorating, I don't think you need a super large size. So I've got 70 here, but this one it's a bit corrupted here. So I have to widen it here, I think, at this end, because it's not, icing is kind of breaking off there. So I have to come in and make it slightly wider for it to work. And so this is a 67. That's the smallest one I have of this profile. And like I said earlier, let me just remove this. Oh, great. Okay, you like it for the jack. I love the stripe in black and white. Yeah, I mean, you can do so many things. Yes, I agree. For the Christmas, if you do them in red, let's say, and do the gold edges, and that's an easy kind of like embellishment for your cookies. You don't have to spend hours and hours making bows, and I think it will come in handy if you want to start planning ahead. I mean, Byron started it all in the beginning. He's Christmas shopping, and here Colin is talking about Christmas. So I think it's good to start early, right? And so I'm gonna do the blue one. And I'm gonna just make sure you see that we are not gonna pipe this way, because this way we're not gonna get a leaf which we would, oh, although this is nice, isn't it? So we're gonna be piping this way. And what you wanna do, you wanna, first of all, you wanna kind of hide this uneven icing that is coming out at the very first squeeze. And to hide it, you're going to anchor and then go a little forward, let it fan out, pipe, 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 and then immediately pipe another line over it. Squeeze, squeeze, release, and pull away. You want to kind of sharply pull away. You want to make sure that you have the tails there. Stop and pull away. So now I'm going to again use this is the Diamond Dust Glue. Thank you, June. Have a great day. I don't know why I'm shouting. Well, you could really hear me. All right. So we're going to now keep in mind that this was a demo. So if I get some of the blue on that green, it's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna. But ideally, you want to avoid doing that unless you want blue dust on the green bow. Although at this point, it shouldn't really stick to it because it's crusted over, and my icing is thick, so it does crust fairly quickly. No, this is very easy, Kathy. This is super easy. It just takes a little bit of practice. Now these are fully dry, so I'm going to remove some of these just so you can see. Yes, it does look like waves, absolutely waves. Or you could use. I use that on a mermaid house for the roof. So even the wrong way, you can find ways to use that. All right, so now these are fully dry, like I said, and we're just going to. I'm just going to use my palette knife here, and you can remove them very easily from the parchment. And these are the gold ones. I already have some here in a bowl here. So you could make these in advance and then just pop them on your designs. Let's say you want to do, I can see this might look nice on an ornament cookie for Christmas at the very top. Or if you want to, I mean, the possibilities are endless, really. And these just come off really easily, and they are fairly small, so they also store nicely. Can you go really big with a bow using a bigger tip, or is that going to be too messy to pipe? You can go big because the tutorial, let me see if I have, I don't know if I have one. No, this is not it. This is, I thought I had one here. You can go, I think there is a 125 piping tip that is similar. You can go big because the ones I've seen, I have to, sorry, get, it's a little bit of work to get to the table. I think 125, somebody can check 125. It's a very large piping tip, and you can make these quite large. I'm just going to double check. Piping tip 125. I think that's the one. Oh, no, it's not. No, I guess it's a different brand. It must have been a different brand. But if you can find the same leaf profile and larger, it will most likely work. I mean, this one, like we tried, this one is it's a bit. I have to adjust it, but you see, like it's not coming out because it's too narrow here, so I can't really do it. This one is slightly larger, but it will work with a larger piping tip as well. So you can definitely do that. Those of you who are new to the live stream, I just want to remind you or let you, well, not really remind you, but let you know that you can also sign up for the newsletter and you will get notified about upcoming live streams and tutorials and so on. And here we go. I can get the link there if I can. I can get it. Okay, here we go. And I'm putting it into the comment section so you can sign up. Okay, it should be excellent. Excellent. All right, so it's there. And also, if you want to learn more about cookie decorating, if you are new to the cookie decorating, I have an online cookie decorating course where we cover all things cookie decorating, obviously. You're going to learn how to make royal icing, cookie dough. We are making some beautiful transfers, and all that is available. And let me just grab the link, another link. Oh, okay. I'm having a bit of a hard time getting the links in. Okay. So another another link is coming your way. All right. So I've got. All right. I think it went through. Yes. I think it's the heat. Even technology needs a break. Some things are not working here. All right. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm working on it. I think next week's live stream might be focused on this, Judy, where to use the bows and how to use them to embellish the cookies. Because I know sometimes it's not obvious where you could use them. So I'm going to play with some ideas so you guys can also see where to use them. Okay. Now, okay, I think I'm. It's taking me so long to go through all the clicking. I don't know if you can hear it, but like I said, technology is giving me a headache today. Thank you, guys, and as always, I will see you next week on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And here are the ways you can support the live stream. Also, if you enjoy the live stream, don't forget to give it thumbs up. You can also share it with your family and friends. Everything helps. You can sign up for the newsletter. I put the link in the comment section. You can also check out Daniela's Cookie Club on Patreon. If you enjoy learning about decorating, I share exclusive tutorials there, and also we just started monthly cookie challenges, which are really fun. There's also a coffee live stream membership, YouTube membership, and you can always check out the template shop where you can shop for templates. Thank you so much for being here, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the demo, and I will see you next week on Wednesday. Bye, guys.